Squad goals. Well, first I want to say thanks to Austin Bad Cave. Thank you very much for. I was always called Austin Bear Cave for some reason. I don't know. It might have something to do with my story, but Austin Bad Cave. I love what you guys do. Not just this, but obviously everything you do for the youths tomorrow. And sort of in that vein, like this whole squad goals thing. Didn't understand it necessarily, but the first thing I thought of when I was in squad goals. So this thing of these like 1940s, 1950s like TV shows that sort of Leave It to Beaver, Mayberry, kind of sort of racist-y sort of town shit. Where you got like one cop with a squad car, you got a squad car. Like coppers, they're squad cars. And like our squad goals. We got squad goals. Make sure the colors are drinking out of the right fountains. You know, that's what I thought of when I heard squad goals. But I'm not gonna tell a necessarily racist story, but it is a little biggity. Just roll with me on this for just a second. So back in the early 90s, like 95, 96, when I first moved here, I did have a squad. We didn't call ourselves that. A squadron military situation, but we did have some goals. And one of our goals, primary goal, was the cheapest drinks in Austin on any given night. So Mondays was always Copper Tank. It was like $2 off. Garbage beer, but it was cheap. Tuesday was like Jalisco's or somewhere equally terrible. So my roommate at the time, this guy Josh, tells me, hey man, this Friday, my boss, Michael, is having a birthday party. It's at a bar downtown. It's right by the Capitol. And it's two for one drinks, 2 for 1 margaritas. And I'm like, I like margaritas. Everybody likes margaritas. It's exotic. I can get with that. I like tequila. Let's do this. 2 for. So I call up my workmate, Mark, and I'm like, dude, we found another place to add to the roster. It's some place downtown I've never been to. Let's go check this place out. This Friday, I'll pick you up, 6, and we're going to be able to drive into downtown, which most of y'all don't really feel anymore, because you can't do that. You can't just, back then it was just Mopac and I-35, which were a garbage situation. You could just drive in the meat of Austin whenever you wanted. It was pretty sweet. So it was like 6 o'clock, let's meet, and we'll go to this place, meet up my roommate. So cool, we roll there, and as we're rolling there, my workmate Mark was born here. He went to A.J. Martin, and he lived in Northwest Hills. And he's like, I've never heard of this bar, and I'm a pretty heavy drinker, so I think I would know about this 2-for situation that you're talking about. So this must be like a brand new place, like brand spanking new. And I was like, I don't know, maybe. But it's gonna be good, because my roommate knows his shit. So let's do this. We get there, it was not brand new. It looked like that ghost ship that burned down in Oakland. It looked like that, but without windows. Like if you just took away the windows and after it was burned down, like not before. Like just like an abandoned, no window building. And the landscaping was just left to God to sort out. Like just whatever happens is cool. So everybody's like, I think this place is closed, dude. I don't think there's any drink specials here. This place is straight up closed. I was like, no, you wouldn't lie to me. Let's go in, squad goals. So we go in, and you enter through this patio, which was even more abandoned looking. I mean, it was just, there were those plastic chairs that are usually in films about Brooklyn that old dudes sit up in front of bodegas, but they were just sort of toppled over, just and like little dirt eddies, like sort of swirling through cans, just clinking through piles of leaves. And he was like, seriously, man, this place is abandoned. I was like, it's not. We opened the door, it wasn't abandoned. It was definitely a going concern. We go through the main, the early room had like 2 couches and a dude with a cash register, and we just breezed right by that guy, like, squad goals, drink specials, I'm not paying a cover. But we just walked right in, and in the second room there were 3 pool tables. Significantly darker, but still, you know, a going concern. They had electricity. And then there was a 3rd room in the back, and it had like a big bar in the middle, and a dance floor, a sad, abandoned dance floor in the back, like the whole laser lights shining off of this big disco ball, some music lightly pulsing in the background, some cafe tables around the side of the big bar, and then 2 weird, like decommissioned shuffleboard tables. They were just kind of in an L, like a catwalk of some sort. I wasn't really understanding it, but I was looking for my roommate. But as we were walking and passing into that room with all this weird shit in it, and there's a few people smoking, because it was the 90s in Austin. Right before we got into that bigger room, my workmate starts jabbing me in the back, and he's like, dude, look at that, what is that? So I look over, and on those decommissioned shuffleboard tables, there were 3 very large, shaven dudes, just all oiled up, and they were just feeling it. But not really feeling it, like they weren't looking at each other, and they were just kind of like, this is my job, just gotta get through the day. And he was like, this is not a regular bar. This is not like this was earlier a normal bar and then this happened. Like this is what they do here. Is there something you want to tell me? Like, because I didn't know each other that well, and I was like, dude, this is not how I would tell you that I'm into you. And I can't even compete with that anyway. Like, why would I do that? But now we got a second squad goal, because now I gotta find my stupid roommate, find out why he didn't tell me. It's not a minor detail. So we pass through and well, sorry guys, while they're just dancing, and we go to the back, and my roommate is sitting at a table with the birthday boy. The birthday boy is Michael. And he's like, hey, thanks for coming. And I'm like, yeah, cool, just a second, gotta talk to my roommate. Dude, why didn't you say anything? This place is clearly a gay bar, not a bar that has gay people, but a gay bar. And he was like, dude, calm down. Ever the diplomat, he was like, it's a fucking bar. You have just as much a probability of getting laid here as any other shitty bar you go to. They don't want you, just, the drink specials, dude, 2 for 1. That's why we're here. And I was like, you know what, you're right, man, you're right. You're right about that. So I was, to my workmate, like, dude, calm down. It's a bar. So I'm like, cool, we sit down, and the drink specials, they were 2 for 1, but it wasn't a 2 for, man, it was a halfer. Like they were like these little sippy cups, like this kind you get when you drink medicine as a kid. Like in the 70s, like they were the wax paper, like pleated paper, little cups with flowers on them. 2 of those. Poured out like a warm Brita style pitcher, and the guy's just like spilling half of it, like, here's your 2 margaritas. I'm like, dude, that's half a margarita. That's a halfer. It's not a twofer. But they were all spread out on the table, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna make the most of this situation, because I got squad goals. So I sat down and I started drinking. About 5 minutes into it, this hand, this mitt, like, places itself on my shoulder, like some sort of massive prehistoric bird, like just puts it on there and starts gripping. And then I hear this voice, this dulcet tones, like, I hear it's your birthday, and I'm here for you. And I was a little disturbed, but then I was like, oh, well, he's just got the wrong dude. Like, the birthday boy's right there. And I even saw the birthday boy start to get up, like, in slow motion, like, and as I turn around to set this person straight, like, that's the birthday boy over there. As I turn, I just got an eye full of dick. Like, it just, it was just a penis, And even though it was like right against my face, and it's not like I could see any detail, you know it's a dick, Like you just know. Never before and never again, but that was a dick, I don't care if you like dick in your face or not. Like you could just, any Friday, you could be all about it. Nobody likes a secret dick in the face. Nobody likes it. But he had just perched on my shoulder like a parrot, and then it's like he wanted to do it. So I descended into my own mind, into a meditative state. And the birthday boy got up and was like, that's my dick. That's my dance. And he comes around, gathers the doo-doo up. I don't really remember exactly how all the rest of it transacted, but I'm sure Michael got the business, he got the motorboat or whatever it is he's into with all of that. And I stayed in my state. And then when the dance was done, I sort of come to, and Michael's still across the table from me, and ever the empathetic soul that he was, he leans over as far as he could just to get into my personal space, and was like, don't worry, man, he wasn't even that good. And he had pimples on his ass. And I was like, you know what? Thanks, Michael. Thanks, man. And thank you for listening to my story.